Hello guys, so welcome back to the Entertainment Digest show right here on that TV. If you are new here, as I always say, please again, can you subscribe to this channel and also click on the bell icon right next to the subscribe button. Those of you who have been following this show, you know that anytime anything happens in the entertainment industry, and of course which is of much importance for the growth of the industry, we discuss it on this particular show and also on this particular channel. Yeah, so I have with me here Asabi and Osnad, who are my regular pundits. Asabi, you're welcome.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
All right, Osnad, you're also welcome to the Entertainment Digest show.
All right, thank you, and have a good evening.
All right, nice. Yeah, so my pundits are very ready for today's topic, and today I'm going to talk about the Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, Shatawale's, and Angelo. Let me say Angel Town, Brouhaha. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, but then those of you who have been following this channel, we actually dropped various versions of this particular story on the channel already. But then, if this is your first time chancing on our channel, I mean, let me brief you about what is going on, what actually went on in the past few hours and also days. Yeah, so a picture actually surfaced online where Angel Town posted a picture, or I don't know where it came from, but then it came from a news portal. And but then Angelo actually posted it on a social media platform that was Snapchat, so it was actually picked from that angle where you could see a lot of bandage and plasters on his left eye, and he writing next 72 hours, and also a couple of videos showing that he has gone to see an optometrist, or let me say an eye doctor, or he was yeah, basically there. And also people were reading meaning that what would have happened to Angelo, because we all know him to be very gentle and very cool. So who actually engaged him, and also what actually happened to him? So I mean, bloggers and also media personalities were probing into the issue, and it came out that Stonebwoy was the culprit, or Stonebwoy was the one who caused that particular thing. And a lot of interviews have gone on with the major highlights of this particular case or issue is the fact that George Britton, who is a former manager of Ketch and also a media personality, giving an account that Stonebwoy was the one who actually punched Angelo's face. And I'm contacting on Showbiz Agenda, that's on Xylophone. Sammy Flex actually also called Stonebwoy's one of Stonebwoy's managers, that's who is called Abiola, and he also gave a different account of the whole thing. He's saying that it was Stonebwoy bodyguard who actually caused that, or let me say made Angel have that bruises on his eye, or let me say that injury on his eye. So people have been asking, I mean, what is going on? And also Aisha Modi, who is also from the camp of Stonebwoy, was also questioned, and she also gave a different, account. So people are saying that, so where lies the truth of on this particular issue? And we all know the other party has been silent, and that is that has been the issue for so many years now. But I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, since my pundits are here. We are going to pick it from various angles, and every day I'm sure by the end of this particular show, that's the entertainment digest show. As I said, we actually discuss issues and we come up with solutions to various problems in entertainment in our entertainment industry. Yes, so by the end of this show, we are going to the truth is actually going to come out, and also we are also going to give my panel are actually going to give recommendations, suggestions as to how this issue can be managed and also moving on. Yeah, so let me start with you, Osnad.
Yeah,
This issue, the fact that Angelo, we all know Angelo is one of the cleanest managers that we've ever had. When you saw this picture and also these videos and other circulating online, what actually came into mind?
okay. So personally, after seeing the pictures and the videos surfacing online,
Mm-hmm.
I was putting a lot of doubt regarding the whole issue because already Saturday's team have not said anything in relation to that particular post, and whether there was even altercation between Angelo and Stonebwoy as it is being alleged.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
for me, I personally believe that it's just an allegation which is going around.
Mm-hmm.
We already know that Stonebwoy is having a court issue already, and we also know that we also know his problems from the Ghana Music Awards last year and everything.
Yeah.
So when I saw this, I felt like it was just mere allegations. We don't know what actually happened. So for me, I feel like it's just a mere allegation that is being leveled against Stonebwoy. It could come out not to be true, although there have been interviews and here and there, but it could even not come out not to be true altogether. So that's what I felt.
Okay, Asabi, how about you? When you saw the post circulating, what were you thinking? Like, what was going through your mind?
Uh, Good evening once again. In the first place, I was very surprised. I was very surprised as to what was going on. Because I realized the case this coming weekend there's going to be a virtual concert. Now, based towards this concert, we have what they call it a brawl in different camps. We get me? A camp that's come to support that Stonebwoy's camp come to support us to make the program a success. Only for us to hear the news on Wednesday afternoon. That on Monday there was a fight that happened between Stonebwoy's camp and what they call it.
Yes.
Angel Town. Again, so in the first place, I was very, very surprised at what's going on. What's going on music industry, fight here and there. You get me? Isn't there any issue of understanding in our music industry with regards to our top artists who are paving the way for our younger ones to follow? You get me? So in the first place, I was surprised. I was surprised as to what's going on. You get me? But that said, most of the issues or most of these information that are trooping into the media space has to do with some sort of alleged. They are all alleged.
Yeah, alleged.
And to every rumor in town, there's an item of truth.
Yeah.
So that's it. We are waiting for concrete evidence, concrete what they call it, statements or praise statements from the camps to give us what really happened. Again, to give us what really happened in this situation, so that we can have a fair idea and probably prove it and probably see what we can do about it. But that's it. If you are focusing on issues on the alleged issues that's going on or some of these speculations or some of the rumors in town, I think we just can't sit idly and wait for it comes to bring out that statement. Because Sunday they have a program and probably they would like to focus on this weekend's program. You get me? So I'm sure probably that's probably Monday or probably in the days to come we might see a post. But one thing that's making this whole issue a little bit, should I say, important or interesting, has to do with when you visit Sarkodie's Instagram account. You can see Stonebwoy's picture is no longer there.
Yeah.
But it was there as one of the occasions to perform. You get me? So the picture was on. So that's given us a concrete proof that indeed something really went on. You get me? As to whether it was a fight, as to whether it was any other issues that happened, we are yet to find out more. You get me? But that's my initial submission. I'm surprised to hearing that. I hope your next question will give us more insight as to what we can see.
Okay, all right, that's great. Yeah, so Osnad, let me come to you. Osnad, the issue happened on Monday per reports, okay, but then it came out somewhere Tuesday evening and Wednesday thereabout. Don't you smell right about this whole issue? Because we know the media reports issue as and when it happens. So for something to happen on Monday, nobody heard about it. Like, I mean, isn't this weird to you?
Yeah, so personally, I'm so also in doubt of the truthfulness of the whole saga, which is really trending on social media now. At the moment, the only thing, as Asabi said, the only thing that we, the fans, can observe is Stonebwoy's picture being missing from the list of artists which are going to perform on the other events from Sarkodie's Instagram page. So that means that probably Stonebwoy has been removed from the list of artists and he might not be really performing as scheduled earlier. But what we need now is an explanation as to why all these things has happened. It is likely or it's even possible that this whole thing could not be true. It's just a mere allegation.
Yeah.
The point is, Angel Town only posted a picture with bandage over his face. He didn't really make any allegation. He didn't write any statement in regard to there being an altercation between him and Stonebwoy during any of the rehearsals towards the show.
That's true.
So it could just be an issue of mere allegations, or it could be it could even be possible that Angel Town was just posting a picture for fun and the fans really pounced on it. So it is possible. But what I don't believe is how come the issue was able to get hidden from Monday up till now.
Exactly.
Since the story came on Wednesday, which is yesterday, And so now we don't have concrete information. And how is it possible that there was an altercation and since Monday nobody was able to get the info until it was yesterday
Yeah.
when Angel Town posted a picture. So I feel like at the moment it's just an issue of allegation. It is possible that there might be no truth in it. Personally, I believe that there is no truth in all the allegations that is going on. Personally, my opinion, I believe that there is no truth in all the allegations that is going on. But we are just waiting for any confirmation from either Sarkodie's camp as to why Stonebwoy is missing from the show and to know what actually happened and why he is not performing any longer. So I believe that as a fan, personally, I believe that there is no truth in it. It's just a mere allegation that is going around because of the fact that Sarkodie deleted Stonebwoy's picture from the list of artists that will be performing at the Black Love concert over the
Okay.
weekend.
All right. That's great. That's great. Asabi, do you think this thing is a stunt or it actually happened?
Um, if it's a stunt, then I think they're heading the wrong way because um, Sarkodie's, what do you call it? If you're following, if we are supposed to follow Sarkodie's event, what do you call it? Scheme of affairs. You get me? It's about having. If there's not, it doesn't bring about issue related to negative news.
Exactly.
You get me?
Exactly.
Everything flows through in a positive way. You don't hear anything bad thing relating to his associated with the event. If he's about to have an event, you don't hear anything album launch. You don't hear any negative news or probably the fact that has happened. You get me? So if this is this is the first time, or probably that's what the camp is trying to use as one of the means to help create more what do you call it advertisement to publicize the program, then I think it's in a bad direction because he's not noted for such what do you call it such art. Again, but as we all know, at certain events or what do you call it, at certain circumstances, you have to try different approaches to make sure some of your things will sell. You get me? So if you're supposed to focus on the other side of the coin, and probably realize that okay, we've been in this situation for quite a long time. Actually, we've been following this process for far too long. Why don't we switch into this direction and see how it works in terms of our publicity stand? You get me? So if probably the management thinks that focusing on going by this way are some of the means that will help them project their event, fine, so be it. But personally, I think as a brand, if something is not suited with your what do you call it, personality, never try to add it to it. You get me? Just focus on some of the things that has been one of your trademarks and everybody loves it. Just focus on that one and you to build upon it from one stage to the next. You get me? So that's it. I think that's what I can say for now.
All right. So also let me pose the same question to you. Do you think this thing is a stunt or it actually happened? It actually went down.
So I would rather have to also agree with what I said. I believe that there is not a scam. It's just the fans misreading information into what actually happened. As in, Angel Town's post on Snapchat. So I believe that it's not a scam because already Sarkodie, we already know how Sarkodie handles his publicity. He's very keen about the communications that goes out from his camp. So he really handles or he really goes about these negative publicities and everything. So personally, I don't believe that it is a stand from Sarkodie's end. But I believe that it's just the fans who are misreading information or misreading meanings into the post that was posted by Angel Town. So there's no stand from Sarkodie. I believe that Sarkodie doesn't usually deal with negative publicity or media stands and all those things. So I believe that it's just the fans who are just over elaborating on issues. It could even turn out not to be true. It could even turn out not to be true.
I see. I see. All right. All
Yeah.
right. Okay, great submission there. But then, in other stories, so I mean, I've been monitoring this particular event closely. Like, I've really, really been monitoring regardless. And, yeah, Sapon's manager, Ashes, was at the event and he also narrated some a different thing altogether. And in an interview with Ola Michaels, he was saying that he was there, he saw it with his eyes, and the issue was that Shatawale actually, or let me say, Stonebwoy was the first to arrive at the venue. Stonebwoy was actually in
That's
Togo,
right.
okay, and he's having one or two things with Adebayo and all that. So he actually drove all the way from Togo to come to Accra, or let me say Ghana, to support Sarkodie, because he has been built to perform. Prior to an event, they do rehearsals and all that. So
That's
according
right.
to Ashes, he was saying that there was a particular spot that Stonebwoy was about to park, and the security there were like, no, this is for this parking lot is not for anybody at all. It's for diplomats in Ghana. I mean, high profile personalities in Ghana. So talking about the presidents, those ministers, MPs, those people. Yeah. Then Stonebwoy was disallowed, although it's not a national gathering, so at least people would think that. But it seems that place is sacred. Nobody at all can park at that particular place, so he was refused parking there. So according to, Ashes, he was an eyewitness basically. He also said that Shatawale also came in. Stonebwoy was not even expecting Shatawale. Shatawale came there, and Shatawale was allowed to park there. So then Stonebwoy got angry. He was like, be me now. They can't park for here. You supposed to make cannot park for there. So
Mm-hmm.
why have you allowed my brother Shatawale to park there? Is he better than me?
Mm-hmm.
You get it. So it was like
Yeah.
that was in the heat of the moment. Like, that why make it park for them. Yeah, they can't park for this. Make cannot park. We make Shatawale go park for there. So like according to Ash, it was like Angel Town was like, oh brother Stone, nyabo tre, Charlie Stone, be make us. So in a process of sorting things out, no, and then say Stonebwoy turning, so because in the bufu, and Angel in the same fire. You get it. So Ashes was like, it was not intentional, like say, oh yeah, Abun and I will be sad, because the two of them go way back. They have a very good relationship, so it's very difficult to say. But Angel was not even the one who even prevented him from parking there. You get the whole thing, So so the story is hard to believe, like, because what they are all can I say they are not to now Angel, because I've met Angel before. I've also met Stonebwoy before, and meeting these two. Angel is far more taller and even has more body than Stonebwoy. So I'm wondering how Stonebwoy threw his hand a couple Angel in. So
Yeah.
also, let me put this question to you. Like, is Stonebwoy's actions there? Did he merit it? Like, is it worth it? Should it have even gone there, or should it have even gone to that extent? And who are you going to lay the blame on?
Okay. So, um, in this situation, in this narrative, I believe that Stonebwoy, although he was provoked, but he didn't need to necessarily throw his hand. I hope you're getting me. So just as you said, just from your description, you said that Angelton wasn't even the one who was even stopping Stonebwoy from parking there. So I believe that uh, it wasn't good or on his part to even throw his hand in this situation. I hope you're getting me. In as much as it was wrong for him to be refused allowance to that particular parking slot, it's unfortunate that it ended in that altercation.
Yeah.
But I believe that there is more to the story, and in a matter of days or by the end of the event, by Monday, we will get more information on what actually happened.
Okay. Asabi, how about you? Per the narrative.
Hmm. First and foremost, I don't know. This whole this whole pricing issue, or what happened during the rehearsal, has all the surprise that um, success music intend to portray to Ghana, publish show to Ghanaians, or present to
Exactly.
Ghanaians during the event.
Exactly.
Because if you could remember, during our last discussion, I pulled up towards this event. I made mention
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I strongly believe that it's going to be a surprise artist
Exactly.
this
I
weekend,
remember. Yeah.
probably from Ghana, probably from any other country to join us. And for all you know, and for us hearing this week, it was Shatawale again, because he wasn't. There was no poster of him, or what you call an article of him on Sarkodie's Instagram account. You get me? So that means he would have been the surprise act. You get me? And at the end of the day, preach about the unity between both camps, and also say a message to Ghanaians that what do you call it, whatever thing that we've heard about them, or probably whatever beef that's going between them, they'll be able to solve it, and they're moving on, and probably it will serve as what do you call it, a unity message towards our preparation for this year's election. Again, but unfortunately, this whole issue has just disrupted the whole event planning. Again, but that said, I think if you have to see Shatawale performing this Sunday, it will be a brilliant idea. Now, coming to the event as to what happened at the parking lot, this issue has to do with temperament. Again, humans how we are, sometimes we have to learn how to control our temperament, or how to control our temper. Sorry, how to control our temper.
Yeah.
Because you went to the ground to do your rehearsal. Fine. When you got there, you're being asked that, or you're being told that you are not supposed to park here. That's it. Just parking it, because I'm sure it's a big parking lot. Just parking, you're just going to your rehearsal. Probably after coming out, you realize someone has been given the opportunity to park there. It doesn't spoil anything.
Exactly.
Again, in as much you are a little bit furious as to whether you don't understand that someone has been allowed to park there, just forget about these things and just move on. Again, so temperament has to do one of the things that's an issue. Again, and for Stonebwoy, I think if that was what really transpired, or would that really happen, he has to see how best to manage his temperament, or probably how to manage his temper. Again, because it's becoming an issue, because if you're supposed to cast our minds back to what happened at the VGA, again, later the news that popped up from Shatawale's company was that he was going there just to congratulate him. Again, later they didn't know that Stonebwoy probably thought that Shatta was about to attack him, because if you were supposed to see there and Torada was coming.
Yeah.
That's a this way sometimes if you see them come, sometimes you go shock yourself, sometimes you get scared. Again, so as an act of protection or self defense, and resorted to the word of the pulling of the guns.
Yeah.
Again, so for Stones Camp, if that was the issue, or that really transpired there, I think he has to probably see how best to check his temper. Again, because as an artist, or probably as a brand, we have corporate bodies trying to work with you. We have big people that they would like to work with you in the future. And if some of these things are popping up in course of your line of duty or in your line of execution, it might worry you. Again, so what really happened at the parking lot has to do with issue of temper, and from the side of Stones Camp, or probably from the side of Fast Camp, both parties at some point in time were able to manage the situation, or have just to calm nerves down. Again, so going forward, I don't get the both parties have to just sit down. If one is not about, if he will not be allowed to perform, fine. Again, but they have to solve the issue now for future, business, or for future case that might arise, because they have to see how they can solve the issues now, just for us to focus. But from the statement that we are expecting from both camps, in one breath, or probably another school of thought, I'm thinking now that they do not want to raise issues in regards to this whole fight, or this whole misunderstanding, but they are trying to focus on the event. After the event, probably they might release a statement to clarify issues that happen. Again, because if they keep on releasing statements here and there, people might not focus on the upcoming event on Sunday. Even though myself as well, the work pushing me again, but it might not help matters. Again, so I think that will be my take for now.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. So, Osman, let me come to you. As Sabine in his statement or in his submission made mention of the fact that Sarkodie has pulled down Stonebwoy's flyer on his platform. What message do you think Sarkodie is sending out there?
Actually, I feel like that is bad for business.
Exactly.
Because I believe that in as much as maybe there might be temperament involved in everything, when you're doing business, you don't need to attach emotions to business. In as much as there's been an altercation between the two people, whether it's Sarkodie's manager, whether it's even the event organizer, they need to find a way of even making Stonebwoy honor his path. In as much as there's been an altercation, the most important thing is resolving the differences between the two people and making sure that both people come to the event and perform as it was supposed to. But withdrawing him or taking him out shows like Sarkodie attaching emotion to the whole business aspect that is doing now. So I think that it's wrong on Sark's part if indeed this these stories that we are hearing, these allegations that we are hearing are true, and that is the actual reason why Sarkodie took Stonebwoy off the show, then I believe that it's bad or it's wrong, and I think that they need to really work on it. In business, we call something crisis management.
Okay.
Crisis management is where there is an event or there is a situation or there is a problem in a business organization. So, as managers or as a team, we find a way of managing or controlling that issue so that it doesn't become a problem or it doesn't affect the organization negatively. So, in this situation, there is a little crisis happening, and that has risen between the two camps. So, the most important thing for them is for both camps to come together to find a solution to the issue and to really manage it effectively so that they can go ahead on in the future. Instead of withdrawing Stonebwoy from the show at the moment and making sure, thinking of resolving it later or afterwards, I think it's half the business. Because already there might be Stonebwoy fans who have already registered or signed up for the event. So when you are taking Stonebwoy out, there are diehard Stonebwoy fans who would want to only come and watch Stonebwoy and not Sarkodie or either artist. So if you are taking Stonebwoy off, then what are you communicating towards them? It means that they are wasting their money or they've wasted their money paying or signing up for the event. So I believe that it's a wrong thing, it's a wrong activity, or it's a wrong action taken by Sarkodie's team. And I think that in the future they may learn how to manage crisis more effectively to be able to make sure that they'll be able to get the desired result for the organization or for their future activities.
Okay, great submission. So let me come to you. Do you think whatever happened or what is happening now?
But I think if can I comment on what
you
comment
can.
on?
All right, go.
Also might be right at some point in regards to your crisis management and so on and so forth. But I bet you differ on another bet because see, in as much as he was saying that Sark attached emotions or whatever to this whole pulling down the what you call it, the athlete. Bear in mind that he didn't attack no other person than his manager.
Yeah.
Again, someone who sees to the operations of his business or his music career. Again, and for you to come and attack his manager is very bad. Again, because what about if the other party wasn't prepared to apologize just to help solve the issue during the time what they call it, the event and the issue happened. Again, for all we know, there might be cause to what they call it apology, probably an apology from that camp to help settle nerves. But then the materialize. Again, so even as much probably else now is talking about issue related to pricing management and so on and so forth and emotions and so on and so forth. He didn't attack no other person than his manager. And I think if the event host decides that okay, it's better we pull them off, then I think that in the right direction again because they are the one doing the event. And what about if it's not on the event and probably on Sunday another issue also pops up? And would have said that why is that when the issue happened the first time and they didn't take measures to what they call it solve that issue?
So that's
the first issue now, and we all have to just abide by that decision and just we might be right with regards to the price management of the people. But at some point in time, while on another side of the coin, I think we shouldn't be too much concerned about this whole issue.
No, Asabi, this raises a cause for concern. It's very important because in business, there are certain things which are inevitable. There are situations which are inevitable. You definitely have differences between people.
Yeah, that's true.
And you always have unexpected situations. There is a situation that there's a possibility that even Seek, the organization that Sarkodie has contracted, might have challenges with their service or their streaming service on the day of the event. So what do you prevent that happening? That the event going to come off or not. So all these things, when you are planning an organization, when you are running a business or when you are running an organization, you need to make contingency plans and everything. But this is not about contingency planning. This is about managing an unexpected event.
What I mean, what I as part of the agreement signed, it was part of it.
It was part of it that
As to the rules and regulations, probably in case that thing should happen, that issue to attack one of my people, probably the fight or probably if there any other thing or the patient or injury in course of the program or something.
that is different. If there is a contract term that means that an artist will be withdrawn if they misbehave, that is a different scenario altogether. But if there is no situation, there was no principle or there was no guideline or any rule or principle that says that an artist will be withdrawn, then I believe that is bad for business. Actually, it is bad for business. It's not that it's something that we need to really address it. In organizations, there will always be unexpected events in every organization, whether big companies like MTN or whether small companies like someone selling tomatoes or selling one a small provision shop, there will always be unexpected events. The important thing is when such things happen, we learn how to manage such occurrences. So in this situation, I believe that if indeed Stonebwoy was being withdrawn or is being withdrawn as a result of the altercation between Stonebwoy and Sarkodie's manager, I think that is bad for business because there are fans of Stonebwoy who have already signed up for the event. What about them too? Have you considered them? Sorry,
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm asking you a question. Have you considered them too? Because you know that they are diehard Stonebwoy fans who don't want to see how Stonebwoy performs on the day of the event. So what about them too? So that is why crisis management is very important in business. That in every event or in every situation, when there is an unexpected kind of event, you find ways of managing such events or such occurrences. How are we getting what I'm trying to say? So as an organization, as a manager or whatever is happening, I believe that the two camps can certainly resolve these differences. It's just a matter of conversation. This thing is not even a big crisis that needs to be taken after maybe the event has been held. If it indeed it happened on Monday, they had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today is Thursday to resolve all these issues. So it's just a matter of conversation. Even after that, even after the altercation has happened or occurred and somebody might have left the camp period, it is important that Sarkodie's team could have gotten in touch with him. If they try getting in touch with him and they are not getting him, they can get in touch with him through his management or his representatives. And they address the issue. That it was not as if they were being picky or they were favoring Sakawali over him. But it's because of maybe a misunderstanding. They explain it. This is just a matter of explanation, getting understanding. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. So as I'm saying, it's an issue of crisis management. And if Sarkodie's team is able to manage this effectively, it will really go a long way to helping them.
Okay. Like a submission, but if you're supposed to think of the bigger picture, you have to bring all these things together. But for time's sake, I wish not to bring other issues for us to talk much about it. I think we leave this issue now for a different day because there are other similar examples I can give in relation to the emotions aspect. You get me? But for now, I think we have to just hold what do you call it? Put a topic and let's focus on the rest of the issues at hand.
Okay, we're even almost about wrapping up. But Asabi, let me ask you this: whatever happened, do you think it's going to affect the success of the Black Love Virtual concerts? Will it affect it? Negatively.
In one or the other, I think there might be positive and there might be negative. There might be positive in the sense that it might create more news, more trending issues that people would like to see what will pan out without Stonebwoy performing.
Okay.
You get me? Okay. So I don't know, more people just access what do you call it, the site to to have a feel of the concept and also what they call it, bring on the views.
Okay.
But that said, too, it's also dependent on what they call it, the publicity that they've done so far. You get me? But despite all these things, they still have a strong publicity team. They have what they call a strong what they call message that they stand out there to people. You get me? So despite all these issues that have happened, it might not sway people's attention from what they call it, focus on the event at hand.
Yeah.
You get me? But on the negatives, as Oscar rightly said, and I agree with him, friends, Stonebwoy might not be performing. What do you call it? Fans of Stonebwoy, fans of Stonebwoy might pull out from what do you call it, being subscribers of Public, going to the platform, going to watch the event because some of the artists that we've seen on the lineup, people like to go and say, okay, how such what I perform with our small forward, match the day, and so on and so forth. Probably for the first time, I was going to perform with what do you call it? What's the artistic fear on a virtual concert and so on and so forth. So I think that will be one of the negatives since to perform and so on and so forth. But one last positive, Brian, for now, I think we all know that Shatta will be performing. You get me? So the numbers might still go up. Since we all know that Shatta will be on the program, so it might go up. So at the end of the day, my advice would be success music should just focus on the event at hand, or all hands on deck. Everyone involved in this program should just focus on the program at hand, work very hard just to what they call it. Give us a very nice program come Sunday for us to have a very beautiful evening and enjoy ourselves again. So then surely one of these things just sway them. They just focus on the event and then let us move on.
All right, good. So what's not? I mean, your final take on it. Is it going to affect it positively or negatively? Let's wrap up.
Okay, so as I said, I don't believe that this whole thing is a scam that is coming from Sarkodie's camp. But if it really is, then I think that they really need to work on that. I believe that this thing is very important. How a business manages crisis or unexpected situations in its business or in its dealings is very important. So I believe that in this situation, we don't know whether it is true or just an allegation. But what we want is, as fans of both Stonebwoy and Sarkodie, we really want to know what really happened. We wish Sarkodie's camp would really bring out a press release in respect to the allegations which is being made, whether it is true or whether it is false. And we also really want to know why Stonebwoy has been pulled out the program and the reasons why we decide or the reasons for that. I think that if it really happened or the altercation really happened between Sarkodie's manager, Intel Town, and Stonebwoy, then I think that it's also bad for business and it's going to reduce the number of people who really want to subscribe. Because in as much as Sarkodie might already have some people, there are some people who might want to pull out of the event because of Stonebwoy not being a participant. But that notwithstanding, it will still not affect the success of the event because there are more people, there are more acts who have been announced, both local and international, that we are expecting to perform. And we are looking forward for a lovely show. We are looking forward for a fun-filled show. We are looking for exciting performances and great music. So, on that venture, I'll sign off here.
Yeah, sign off, and let's run away.
I'll sign off here. So, as you always know me, my name is Samuel Dan. So, you can also call me Osnat. And you can follow me on social media at I am Osnat, both on Instagram and on Twitter. And on Facebook, you can follow me, or you can find me at Samuel Osnat. And let's get interactive. Let's get to talk. And I hope that we'll get more information about what has happened and we'll be able to make personal decisions as a result of that.
All right.
Thank you and have a good evening.
All right, Tari. We so. Asabi, sign out and let's run away.
Okay, so the name is MC Asabi, Twitter and Instagram. And if you see me around, just holler me MC Asabi. If you get my body, dollars go flow. If you get my body, where I don't know if you know the dollars maybe. You get it. So it's been a lively show. And I think I must comment on Osnat and to our lovely viewers who keep on streaming this channel, that they should keep on doing what they're supposed to do. Like, share, subscribe to the account, and just continue to follow Odate GH News for all the latest updates in regards to entertainment news and so on and so forth. So it's 10 o'clock now, and then
Okay, all right, Charlie. So, as he said, or as Asabi said, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It's very very important, because if you do those things, then it means that you are really a staunch fan of this show and also of this channel, and also you want to hear more from us, or you want to see more from us, basically. Yeah. So, yes, can you also get interactive in the comment section? We've spoken about a lot, tackle this issue from various angles. Drop your comment, drop your opinions as well in the comment section below, and we'll definitely reply some of your comments and also get interactive with you in there. And as Sasabi said, don't forget to log on to our blog www.odategsnews.com. Okay, we have all the latest trending entertainment news right there. Just go there and read. Yes, so until you come up with another exciting edition of the Entertainment Digest Show, it's bye for now.